this Kendrick, I am hearing that somebody went in the studio after they heard this album.
I wonder who that would be.
I'm hearing that
Say it.
I'm hearing that somebody picked up the phone, tried to call and see what the energy was. I'm hearing that Kendrick didn't answer.
Well, he told us in his letter, I go without a phone for months anyway. Don't call my phone.
Yeah, but if I'm calling you rapper to rapper and you don't answer, it's like what Mark told Flip when they had
Yeah.
Now I'm going in the booth. You have until I get in that booth
to hit me
back.
I don't want to hit
If
you
you
back.
don't.
Nigga. Go in the booth. Go in the booth.
Let's stay there for a second.
Are we talking about Wayne?
Yes. I'm hearing that Wayne went in the booth.
Who? Love Wayne.
What I think is where they think that you went too far.
I don't care.
I
don't care. There is no too far. I don't play like that. So that's why you don't play with me.
Right.
That's why you don't play with me.
Right.
There is no too far.
Right.
It's not.
Y'all, Kendrick Lamar has literally set the internet on fire with his surprise album GNX. And honey, it's all because of this one track called Wacced Out Murals. Now, get this. In the song, Kendrick casually drops this bomb. I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down. I mean, can you even? Fans are losing their minds, thinking this might be Kendrick throwing shade at Wayne over that Super Bowl halftime show drama. And let me tell you, Wayne was not having it. He jumped on X with this super intense kind of scary post saying, "Man, what the F I do? I just be chillin' and they still come for my head. Let's not take kindness for weakness. Let this giant sleep. I beg you all. No one really wants destruction. Not even me, but I shall destroy if disturbed. On me. Love." And because drama loves company, guess who couldn't resist jumping into the mess? Nicki Minaj and Birdman, obviously. They're out here pointing fingers about industry politics and the snub. Now the fans are totally split. Some are living for the drama, while others are practically begging Wayne to just take a deep breath and chill. But wait, it gets even juicier. Pusha T has decided to enter the chat, and baby, things are about to get messy.
When you heard, what was your opinion of Wayne's response?
That was horrible. It was horrible. It was trash. It wasn't great. Yeah, it wasn't good.
Now the beat. How'd you feel about the track?
I didn't like that either. I didn't. Well, you know what?
The beat was kind of chunky.
But you know what? But no. But let me say this. I didn't like it for that type of record. Yeah, like it wasn't.
Got you.
It wasn't that, and I didn't feel like in all honesty, man, I haven't said anything about it because I didn't think it was like good enough to respond to.
Let me spill the tea about how this whole beef started. Back in September, when they announced Kendrick Lamar as the 2025 Super Bowl halftime show headliner in New Orleans, yes, honey, Lil Wayne's hometown, it was like throwing gasoline on a fire. While everyone was celebrating Kendrick's moment, poor Wayne felt like he'd been slapped right across the face. He was so hurt, he actually went on Instagram to pour his heart out about not being picked. The pain was real, y'all.
First of all, I want to say forgive me for the delay. The delay. I want to say I had to get strength. I had to get strength enough to do this without breaking. I must say thank you. I must say thank you to every voice, every opinion, all the care, all the love, and the support out there. Your words turned into arms, and it held me up when I try to fall back. That hurt a lot. You know what I'm talking about? It hurt a whole lot. I blame myself for not being mentally prepared for a letdown. And for just automatically mentally putting myself in that position like somebody told me that was my position. So I blame myself for that. But I thought that was nothing, I thought that was nothing better than that spot, and that stage, and that platform in my city. And so it hurt a whole lot. But y'all y'all are amazing. It made me feel like not getting this opportunity. And when I felt like you guys reminded me that I ain't about y'all. And that's an amazing reality. So, like I said, it broke me, and I'm just trying to put me back together, but my God, have you all helped me. Thanks to all my peers, my friends, my family, and my homies on sports television, and everybody repping me. I really appreciate that. I really do. I feel like I let all of y'all down by not getting that opportunity. But I'm working on me, and I'm working. So, thank you.
Now, here's where things get really interesting. On November 22nd, Kendrick drops this surprise album GNX out of nowhere, and on Wacced Out Murals, he spits this line that had everyone gasping. Used to bump the Carter 3. I held my Raleigh chain proud irony. I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down. But hold up, wait a minute. The fans were quick to point out something deeper. This wasn't your typical diss track moment. It was more like emotional, you know? Kendrick was basically saying he grew up idolizing Wayne, bumping the Carter 3 like it was his Bible. The part about the Raleigh chain, that's Kendrick basically saying, look how far I've come. But there's this sadness there too. It's like when you finally make it big, but somehow it creates this weird distance between you and your heroes. And let me tell you something even more heartbreaking. Kendrick has always shown Wayne nothing but love. Back in 2016, in this interview with The Capture, he straight up called Wayne the greatest and was gushing about how Wayne shaped hip-hop culture. His exact words were like a love letter. Lil Wayne is the greatest not only because of his music, but also because of the culture he put behind it. It was a big part of what he was talking about, so we always hold Lil Wayne in high regards. But clearly, Wayne wasn't feeling all that love because the second he heard Kendrick's lyric, he was on X at 4 a.m. Yes, 4 in the morning. On November 23rd, dropping that fiery post that had everyone's jaws on the floor. And oh my goodness, the fans, they went absolutely wild. Some were trying to talk sense into Wayne, like this one who wrote, "With all due respect, Wayne, you're gifted at many things, but beef has never been your strong suit in rap. You've had some good on-liners, but that won't be enough here." Kendrick addressed the SB snub, just let it end there. Legend Kendrick is in crash mode. Then there was this savage one who just went for the jugular. You cried over a halftime show that was never promised to you just because you felt entitled to it like a little bee. And another one twisted the knife. Bye while you acting like you didn't make a whole vid crying about the Super Bowl, plus Kendrick didn't even diss you. But Wayne's loyal fans weren't about to let their idol take all this heat. They were out there begging him to rise above it all. Ignore him, my idol, you're bigger than him. Now here's where it gets extra spicy. Joe Budden spilled some piping hot tea on his podcast. Apparently, Weezy tried to reach out to Kendrick after hearing GNX, but guess what? Kendrick totally ghosted him. And according to Budden, Wayne was so heated, he went straight to the recording booth. Y'all know what that means. A diss track might be dropping any minute.
Kendrick, I am hearing that somebody went in the studio after they heard this album.
I wonder who that would be.
I'm hearing that
Say it.
I'm hearing that somebody picked up the phone, tried to call and see what the energy was. I'm hearing that Kendrick didn't answer.
Well, he told us in his letter, I go without a phone for months anyway. Won't call my phone.
Yeah, but if I'm calling you rapper to rapper and you don't answer, it's like what Mark told Flip when they had they. Now I'm going in the booth. You have until I get in that booth
to hit me
back.
I don't want to hit
If
you
you
back.
don't-
Nigga. Go in the booth. Go in the booth.
Let's stay there for a second.
Are we talking about Wayne?
Yes. I'm hearing that Wayne went in the booth.
Oh. Love Wayne.
Somebody.
All right, hold on.
With her
Pause.
feelings?
Picture this. Drake and Kendrick started out as besties, dropping absolute fire together on tracks like Buried Alive Interlude back in 2011 and Poetic Justice in 2012. But honey, that sweet friendship turned sour real quick. In 2013, Kendrick set the whole game on fire with his verse on Big Sean's Control, basically calling out every rapper, including Drake, to step their game up. Drake tried to play it cool in interviews, but we all saw those little jabs they kept throwing at each other in their music. Fast forward to March 2024, and bam, Kendrick drops Like That, which everybody and their mama knew was aimed straight at Drake. Of course, Drake wasn't about to sit pretty. He clapped back with push-ups and tailor-made freestyle. Now, this is where things get extra messy. Drake really pushed the envelope by using AI-generated Tupac vocals in Tailor Made, which got the Tupac estate so heated they had the track yanked off streaming platforms faster than you can say California Love. But Kendrick? Oh baby, he was just getting started. He hit back with not one, but 2 tracks, Euphoria and 616 in LA. This 6-minute diss track was absolutely brutal, dragging Drake for everything from his use of the N-word to his fashion choices, even questioning if he even belonged in hip-hop anymore. Drake fired back with Family Matters and Chili. He went low. We're talking accusations about domestic issues and even dragging Kendrick's relationship with his fiancée Whitney Alfred into it, claiming there was infidelity involved. The audacity. Kendrick wasn't about to let Drake disrespect his family like that. He dropped Meet the Grams, exposing Drake's alleged secret child and some shady connections. Then came Not Like Us with even more tea, which pushed Drake to deny everything in The Heart Part 6. Drake tried to keep it real in his response, but the fans were split. Some thought it was brave, others thought it was too little, too late. But here's the gag. Kendrick was absolutely demolishing this beef. Not Like Us shot straight to #1 on the Hot 100, making it his 4th #1 hit and his first solo #1 since Humble. And Euphoria? It jumped 8 spots to #3. The man was unstoppable. And just to really rub salt in Drake's wounds, Kendrick took the stage at the Pop-Out concert in Inglewood, California, serving pure pettiness. He performed those Drake disses like That and Euphoria live, and get this, he even changed up the lyrics about Tupac's ring, you know, the one Drake has. As if that wasn't enough shade, this man performed Not Like Us 5 times at the concert. I mean, he was literally dancing on Drake's grave and taking a victory lap. Drake was so pressed, y'all won't believe what he did next. He actually filed a lawsuit against UMG over Kendrick's track. He claimed defamation and accused them of pushing a song that falsely branded him, you know what? He even went as far as claiming UMG was behind some sneaky Spotify boost for Kendrick's song and made similar accusations against iHeartRadio, suggesting there was some pay-to-play scheme going on. Meanwhile, Kendrick's just out here winning, unbothered, and collecting his Super Bowl halftime show bag. But not everyone's popping champagne over his success. People are big mad about Lil Wayne being left out, especially since the Super Bowl's heading to New Orleans, Wayne's backyard. And baby, let me tell you about Nicki Minaj's reaction. She went off on X, dragging Jay-Z, who co-produces the halftime show, for choosing Kendrick over Wayne. Her exact words were scorching, denying a young black man what he rightfully put into this game for no other reason but your ego, your hatred for Birdman, Man, Drake, and Nicki Go, you punishing Lil Wayne the GOAT. Even Cameron jumped in, hinting that this whole mess might have something to do with the ancient beef between Jay-Z and Lil Wayne. Remember, Wayne put Drake on the map when he signed him to Young Money back in '09. So there's definitely some old tea being spilled here.
Because you don't get Lil Wayne, that's what we doing?
Yeah.
Listen, you don't get Lil Wayne in New Orleans for the
Hot
Super
Boys.
Bowl. Not just Hot Boys, Cash Money, all the songs Lil Wayne's done, whether it's Blink 182, there's no reason why Lil Wayne should not be performing the Super Bowl. There's one person who's stopping this. I know, it's not really a secret. Lil Wayne had a problem with somebody before who's kind of part of the organization running it. This is payback. Who's that? Who's Lil Wayne artist? Drake.
Yeah,
this
at this age is crazy.
It's crazy,
Yeah.
bro. It's ridiculous. Like Mike, this some hip hop that you probably don't know what's going on. To be totally honest with you, so we'll school you behind the scenes. Lil Wayne not to be performing in New Orleans for the Super Bowl is egregious. And it gotta stop. It gotta stop.
On his album GNX, Kendrick wasn't shy about calling out all the fake love he got after landing that Super Bowl gig. But he made sure to show mad love to Nas, one of the few keeping it real. Nas jumped on IG hyping his brother up like, always inspired by my brother KL keeping the essence of this HHT alive and at the forefront, salute King. Kendrick even threw some sneaky shade at Snoop for posting that AI Drake diss, saying he hoped it was just the edibles talking. And Snoop, being Snoop, owned it completely on X with, "It was the edibles, West West King." But let's talk about who else is riding hard for Kendrick. Pusha T. And Chili, we all know why. Pusha's got his own ancient beef with Lil Wayne. This drama's been cooking for over 20 years, and the gag is, Wayne claims he doesn't even remember how it started. Let me break this down for you real quick. Back in the early 2000s, when Pusha T was still in clips with his brother No Malice, they had this hit called Grindin' that Wayne and Birdman jumped on for the remix. Clips returned the favor, hopping on Birdman's What Happened to That Boy, produced by the Neptunes, that's Pharrell and Chad Hugo, Sweetie. But here's where it gets messy. According to Ebro Darden's 2018 Hot 97 T-Spill, the Neptunes never saw a dime for their work with Birdman. After that, Pharrell said bye-bye to Cash Money Records forever. Then Wayne had the nerve to ask Pharrell for some Billionaire Boys Club drip, and Pharrell hit him with that no thank you. But Wayne didn't care. He rocked BBC in his Hustler music video anyway, and even showed up on a 2006 Vibe cover wearing Bape, which was totally
Neptune's record. Yeah. But anyway, there was a non-payment at this point. And if you look back, Pharrell never worked with a Cash Money artist after this moment.
There's never been a Drake-Pharrell collab in any way, huh?
After I couldn't find one unless I missed one.
And the Clips was on this too. So.
The Clips was on this too. Yeah. So Push is here, obviously. And so then you fast forward to Lil Wayne co-opting the skateboard stylings, right? Wearing Bape after this moment.
Right.
Wearing Billionaire Boys Club, which is Pharrell's clothing line after this moment. And I'm told behind the scenes, Lil Wayne used to ask for Billionaire Boys Club gear and was told no. And went and wore it in a video anyway, and they was like, yo, we told you basically not to wear our stuff, and there was like an issue.
Clips wasn't having it. They dropped Mr. Me Too, throwing all kinds of shade at folks stealing their style. Everyone knew it was about Wayne, who clapped back in a Complex interview claiming he made Bape hot, not Pharrell. Things cooled off for a minute, but in 2012, Pusha came back swinging with Exodus 23:1, going straight for Wayne and Cash Money's throat with that iconic line, "You signed to one, nay that signed to another, nay that signed to three, nay, now that's bad luck." Wayne lost it. He jumped on Twitter with F Pusha T and everybody that loved them, and dropped this diss track called Ghoulish with lines like, "His head up his, Emma have to headbutt him." But Pusha, he just laughed it off, went on Hot 97 and called Wayne's diss straight up trash.
When you heard, what was your opinion of Wayne's response?
That was horrible. It was horrible. It was trash. It wasn't good. Right. Yeah, it wasn't good.
Now the beat, how'd you feel about the track?
I didn't like that either. I didn't. Well, you know what?
The beat was kind of chunky.
But you know what? But no. But let me say this. I didn't like it for that type of record. Yeah, like it wasn't.
Got you.
It wasn't that, and I didn't feel like in all honesty, man, I haven't said anything about it because I didn't think it was like good enough to respond to. I didn't.
All this old beef came bubbling back up with Kendrick's recent drama. At a Revolt World panel in Atlanta, Pusha was singing Kendrick's praises, talking about how he's keeping real lyricism alive and refusing to water down his music for mainstream success. He even hyped up Kendrick's upcoming Super Bowl show, throwing subtle shade at Wayne in the process.
That you've done, Nostalgia, featuring Kendrick Lamar. If I had to put two people that are closely related, I think about you and him just in terms of high-level lyricism, storytelling, authenticity, community-based, family-based. So when you see somebody like him who's in a similar vein, come from developing to now heading the Super Bowl, what do you view his branding and his impact on the game?
Man, it's amazing. Like, you got to think, I'm sure people have said and have told him his whole career, like, oh my God, you rap good, you're great, but you rap too much. You need to make a song like this. You need to do that. It's amazing to watch him be exactly who he is, be the lyric king. And people who never even listen to lyrics are like reciting his freestyles, his battles, his songs. It's great to watch. And it's great for what it is that we do in lyric-driven hip-hop. It's great to see.
While Nicki, Birdman, and Cameron are out here mad about Wayne not getting the Super Bowl spot, Pusha's fully Team Kendrick. They're bonded by their shared friends, and by friends, I mean enemies, Drake and Wayne. Pusha even reposted a clip of Kendrick shading Drake with that one opportunity to win a championship, no round twos line, clearly referencing his own legendary 2018 beef with Drake where he dropped the story of Adidon and ended that whole saga. Pusha's still feeling himself over that win, spilling tea like, every time I hear a subliminal in one of his songs, it just lets me know how deep it hurt him, he said. Because it's been 4 years now and we still talking about it. I'm cool, but every time it's a subliminal, I'm like, yes, it burns, it still burns, it lets me know I love it. And when Kendrick shouted him out on Euphoria with F all that pushin' P, let me see you push a T, Pusha was all over it, calling Kendrick's diss an incredible display of battle rap.
Is where they think that you went too far.
I don't care.
I
don't care.
Oh.
There is no too far. I don't play like that. So that's why you don't play with me.
Right.
That's why you don't play with me.
Right.
There is no too far.
And trust and believe Kendrick's cut from that same vengeful cloth. So if Wayne actually follows through on his threat to destroy Kendrick, we're not just looking at a diss track, we're about to witness a full-on lyrical bloodbath. But what do y'all think? Can Wayne really go toe-to-toe with Kendrick in this battle? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you thought this tea was hot, just wait till you see what's coming next. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss any of the drama.